Hi, Todd Bourne here in the Forecast Center with a look at our weather week ahead here on ArkLaTexHomepage.com, as well as the ArkLaTexHomepage.com news app. And as we look at the overall pattern, you can see the big upper level disturbance now moving into the Rockies. This is going to push a cold front into and through the ArkLaTex during the course of the next 24 to 36 hours. You can see the frontal system will enter the area during the day tomorrow and then move into the heart of the region tomorrow evening, giving us a possibility for some strong thunderstorms across the area. Severe weather risk does look relatively low, as models now kind of coming together showing that if we see anything as far as severe activity, it should be relatively isolated in nature, and wind probably will be the biggest concern with those thunderstorms, as we'll talk about here in a second. Meantime, ahead of this front, temperatures tonight well above normal. Most locations in the low 60s for nighttime lows, looking at 60 tonight in Texarkana, 62 in Shreveport, right around 61 for the nighttime low in Natchitoches. You can see ahead of the cold front, highs back up into the 70s across most of the area tomorrow. That includes 70 in Hope, 70 in Texarkana, 73 degrees in Shreveport, and 73 also for the high temperature tomorrow in Natchitoches and Mansfield. Looking at Robin's Toyota Futurecast, you can see a possibility for a little bit of rain during the nighttime hours tonight. A few showers will be possible, maybe a rumble of thunder across the northern sections of the area. Much of tomorrow mostly cloudy, again some showers possible as we work our way into the latter stages of the afternoon. And during the evening hours, you can see the cold front approaching Shreveport, should be through Texarkana by 6 p.m. And notice East Texas, northwest Louisiana, that's where a few scattered thunderstorms near and ahead of the front will begin to develop. That activity will increase during the evening hours. I think our severe weather threat likely will come to an end during the evening, and then we'll see the possibility for more showers and perhaps a few thunderstorms in the colder air Wednesday night. And notice too that behind this front, we're going to be looking at some colder air, which is going to be working its way in. We'll have to keep an eye on the northwestern edge of the area for basically very late tomorrow night, but probably Wednesday night. As we move this forward, you can see all the rain decreases, but notice heading into Wednesday evening, Futurecast does show a little bit of a wintry mix over the northwestern edge of the area that will come to an end as we go through Wednesday evening, as we will see the clouds more than likely try to break up some heading into Thursday and especially into Friday. Now, as far as that severe weather risk, earlier the Storm Prediction Center indicated a slight risk. That has been lowered to marginal for the ArkLaTex here, with, again, wind probably the biggest concern. And marginal basically means severe weather is still possible, but any severe weather that we see should be relatively isolated in nature, the way things look right now. Could we see slight comeback? Obviously, if models tend to show a little bit more intensity and a little bit more widespread nature of any thunderstorm activity that could be strong, then obviously that could have happened. But the trend has been towards relative isolated in nature in terms of the amount of severe weather that we might see. Now, longer range, again, the precipitation will come to an end as we go through Wednesday night. Thursday, we start off with lots of clouds. Might see some sunshine as we work our way into Thursday afternoon. I'm not too concerned about anything left over as far as rain at this point for Thursday. 10% at best as far as any precipitation for Thursday. And you can see heading into Thursday night, we'll see a partly cloudy sky and kind of a cloud-sun mix on the way for Friday with another disturbance, which could squeeze out a few showers late Friday night into Saturday morning across the region, but models not in total agreement on that scenario either. As far as rainfall potential, you can see the latest numbers from Futurecast showing most locations half an inch to an inch. Could see a few totals that go anywhere from an inch to an inch and a half, but I would bet on getting anywhere from a half an inch to an inch in your rain gauge by the time all is said and done. By the time we work our way through Wednesday evening and Wednesday night, that's what we're looking at. And given this is going to be relatively spread out over a good 24 to 48 hours, flooding not too much of concern at this point. Here's a look at the overall pattern. You can see this first disturbance moving through. In the wake of this, quiet day for Friday. Here comes another disturbance that could bring us a little bit of rain Saturday, and then we'll see another wet pattern begin to set up as we go into the latter stages of the weekend, Sunday night into Monday. We'll see a possibility for some more rain across the region. And notice that the main upper level feature is still way back to the west. So that chance of rain that begins Monday could actually linger well into next week. It could last through next Thursday, the way things check out right now as far as those rainfall chances. So all that being said, here is a look at your 7-day forecast first for Shreveport. You can see the 73 tomorrow, that 53 probably going to be in the morning. and our high probably will be somewhere in the mid to upper 50s midnight Wednesday morning. Then Thursday, 48 for the high. Sunshine returns for Friday night. 48 Thursday. If we see more sun, then obviously we probably will warm up into the 50s. But right now it looks mostly cloudy for Thursday. Friday, sunshine returns with 63. A little bit of rain, a possibility, but not set in stone yet. That 20% could go up if models come together a bit in agreement here, heading closer to the weekend. And then models do show pretty good agreement on the rain returning for Monday, with some thunder possible by that time frame as well. But given the pattern that we have set up, severe weather not too much of a concern at this point for next Monday. In Texarkana, here's your forecast that I share each evening on V45 during Texarkana First News. You're looking at a high tomorrow at 70, 45 for the high Wednesday, 46 Thursday, back up close to 60 by the weekend. And again, you too will have that pretty good shot for the rain as we begin next week. So all in all, looks like thunderstorms will be on the increase as we go through Tuesday evening. One or two could become strong to severe, with wind the biggest concern. And then we'll be watching for the possibility of a little bit of a winter mix over the northwestern edge of the ArkLaTex, as I showed you with the Futurecast, for perhaps Wednesday morning, but more than likely Wednesday evening, Wednesday night, as things begin to wrap up. And then we'll finally dry out a bit for a couple days for Thursday and Friday. So right now, looks like, for the most part, one more warm day before the cold returns for the middle part of the work week.